We will start the press conference by Minister Motegi. Minister, if you have any questions, please raise your hand. Please come forward to the microphone. Tell us your affiliation and your name before the question. Yes, Ishinabe-san. Ishinabe, Sankei Shimbun. About the South China Sea, I have a question. 4 ballistic missiles has been launched by China, according to the report. Any effect that the government knows, and how will you observe and what the government will do? About the report and about the DOD of the US, I am aware of the statement. Regarding China and the recent activities in South China Sea, Japan is concerned, and we are carefully monitoring the situation. The issues regarding South China Sea are directly linked to regional peace and stability. It is a legitimate matter of interest of the international community, including Japan. Japan firmly opposes any conduct that escalates tension in the South China Sea. Japan has consistently supported firm application of rule of law at sea. We wish to emphasize the importance that all state parties to South China Sea issues will endeavor to peacefully resolve disputes under international law, not by coercion or intimidation. Just the other day, when I visited countries in Southeast Asia, on such occasions, the matters of Southeast Asia, I took sufficient time to have a thorough discussion with respective countries, and we have shared recognition going forward. In order to protect free, open, and peaceful sea, we will continue to collaborate with the international community, including the United States and others.
The next question, please. Osumi from Japan Times. I have 2 questions. The restrictions to entry in Japan for non-Japanese, I understand you're discussing about the direction of relaxing those restrictions. And about the long-term residents in Japan, will they be allowed to enter Japan in the same manner as Japanese are allowed? That is my first question. And number 2, including foreigners living in Japan, restrictions to non-Japanese, their entry restrictions, what are the scientific grounds or background for that restriction? First, for those with the permit of residing in Japan and are living in Japan and went to foreign countries, for them to enter Japan or re-enter Japan, we are now in the stage of final adjustment to allow their entry. Not only in Japan, but all countries under COVID-19 are trying to prevent at the border. The method is different from country to country. So measures against infections of countries is relevant and is a matter of sovereignty. So Japan intends to take appropriate measures.
What do you mean by scientific? What do you mean by scientific?
日本語でいいです。そんなにバカにしなくても大丈夫です。
バカにしてないです。いや、バカにしてないです。全くバカにしてない。
I am not despising you. I am asking in the Japanese language. I am asking about scientific foundation from the same region, people with Japanese nationality, and together with non-Japanese nationals, and they would be applied with different conditions. A prior testing might be required. Those who reside in the same region, but the entry conditions are totally different, and there are some cases where entry were not permitted. So what might have been the background reason? Any differences? Why the distinction? Why different conditions? Any scientific foundation? This is about immigration, and therefore please ask the Immigration and Control Agency. Next question, please. Do you understand my Japanese?
The next question, please. Yes, Yamamoto-san. Yamamoto from NHK. The EP negotiations with the UK, you're aiming at a agreement in principle by August. So what is the current situation and any movement today? Japan-UK economic partnership. In early August, I visited the UK, and with Secretary Truss, we had a 2 days negotiation. A broad area, 24 chapters were covered, and for the majority, we could reach an agreement in principle, in substance, and for the major items, with Secretary Truss, we could share the same understanding. We could reach a consensus. And based on that, or after that, at a working level between Japan and the UK, negotiation is going on every day. So we are now focusing on the major points, and we are doing our best aiming at an agreement in principle. Today, I don't plan to make any major action today.
Shiozawa-san, IWJ Shiozawa. On the 13th of last month, Secretary Pompeo mentioned about South China Sea and about the conduct of China. The peace and stability of the region will be protected together with the cooperation of the Indo-Pacific region. This has been announced on the homepage. What you have mentioned already, it might be a duplication, but as the U.S. ally, what will Japan do? My response will be the same. Shall I repeat what I said? Then, please take your seat. About China's recent activities in the South China Sea, Japan does have concern, and we are carefully watching the issues related to South China Sea is directly linked to the peace and stability of the region, and it is a legitimate matter of interest of the international community, including Japan. Japan firmly opposes any conduct that escalates tension in the South China Sea. Secretary Pompeo, I understand, he shares the same thought. Japan has consistently supported firm application of rule of law at sea. We wish to emphasize the importance that all state parties to South China Sea issues will endeavor to peacefully resolve disputes under international law, not by coercion or intimidation. Going forward, we will work with the international community, including the United States, and we will firmly cooperate.
Any other questions? No further questions? Then this concludes today's press conference. Thank you very much.